The Otto-Eldred Sports Boosters want to wish the Terrors good luck in their game. We are proud of the season you are having and have had, and know the hard work you've put in. Go Terrors!
When you have a dumpster rental need, look no further than McCann Trucking. McCann Trucking is located along the Route 6 corridor and can be reached at 814-598-8644. They offer 3 sizes of dumpsters, 30-yard, 15-yard, and a dump trailer that is rated for 5 tons or 17 yards. McCann Trucking in Smethport wants to wish the Hubbers good luck tonight. Like them on Facebook at facebook.com/MCKAN Trucking.
Here at Holbaker, I'm an operator. I get to run all different kinds of equipment.
I came into this role not knowing anything about being a roller operator. Everybody here has been tremendously helpful.
I was looking at quite a few different jobs. This one had really good benefits, good vacation, room to grow, and that's what made me decide to work here at Holbaker.
It's a family business, and it makes you proud to be here every day.
Just being here 28 years means a lot. That means they think a lot of you.
The opportunities here are endless. That's what makes me proud to work here.
The next time you have a project that needs done, call Boots Construction at 814-598-8893. Boots Construction is a full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering quality products at competitive pricing. Call 814-598-8893 or send them a message on Facebook at facebook.com/bootsconstruction.com.
Mark Southard at Love Toyota in Bradford says, Terrors, Terrors, 814-598-9494. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tip and Jim on the campus of Penn West Clarion University. I'm Chris Rossetti. I'm joined by Jess Quinn. We're doing an old-fashioned audio broadcast tonight, Jess. A little bit different for us, but with the NFHS Network holding the streaming rights for this game, we wanted to make sure that folks who couldn't afford or didn't want to pay the exuberant fee for one game, and frankly $11 just to watch one game is a lot of money, that they would have an opportunity to watch the game, or not so much watch the game, but listen to the game with you and me on the broadcast. And we're excited to be here as it's the Class 2A boys semifinal contest. The Aliquippa Quips, the number 1 team out of the WPIL, the WPIL champions, against District 9's runner-up, the Otto-Eldred Terrors, and it should be an exciting basketball game.
It really should, Chris. I'm looking at it, just at the quickness of both of these teams, on the floor tonight. Looking at what Otto-Eldred has done, has had a spectacular year. Really, the only hiccup they had all year was in the D9 game against CL. Other than that, they have a bunch of really, really good players, very scrappy, very quick. They play very well as a team. But I'm looking at Aliquippa, Chris, and I know that they are extremely, extremely good defensively. They're very, very fast. And Otto-Eldred, better be ready when they step on the floor to be pressured right away.
Yeah, no question. And Jess, I mean, you're talking about one of the teams here. I think it'd be fair to call Aliquippa a blue blood of the PIAA in multiple sports. Football, obviously, they went to the state championship game this year in football, and also in basketball, where they have a nice history there. Otto-Eldred, on the other hand, this was the furthest they've ever gotten in school history. A lot of excitement in that community, as you can see by the crowd behind us and so forth. But it's a lot of excitement there, and a lot of people looking forward to this basketball game.
Absolutely. I was told one time, anytime your basketball team in high school is still playing into late March, you're doing something right. And Otto-Eldred has really done something right this year. Getting in here now, it's already spring, Chris. Spring sports have already started and everything, and we're still playing basketball. Otto-Eldred is still playing basketball, and we're really looking forward to this game tonight. Yeah,
the winner of this game will move into the state championship game at the Giant Center in Hershey. That game is slated for Friday at 2:00 against the winner of the Holy Cross Lancaster Mennonite game. So, there's a lot at stake here. Somebody's going to probably be seeing Hershey kisses and Hershey bars at the end of this one.
You know what? And that's the most exciting part about this whole thing, Chris, is the fact that, a lot is on the line, but you're looking at a chance to represent your school in the state championship. How special is that for either one of these teams? And good luck to both. But I mean, think about what Otto-Eldred has done this year. Like you said, it's been how long since they've even had a district championship, let alone
well, the school as Otto-Eldred has never had one. Otto
Correct.
Township in 1944 and 45.
Right.
So this is something special for the tiny communities of Eldred, Duke Center, Rixwell. All of those communities up there really come together. Aliquippa, it's expected. You read stories and the guys know it. Those guys at Aliquippa know that they're expected to be here. They're expected to win state championships, contend for state championships. They've done a great job throughout history doing that. I mean, NFL Hall of Famers have come from Aliquippa. What a sports town that is.
It really is. And that you can't say it any better than that, Chris, is they expect, a lot of the time, we talk about the schools around here and their goal for the year is to win a district title. Aliquippa is always, it doesn't matter what sport it is, they're always gunning. Their sights are always set on a state championship. And if they don't get to the state championship, some would say that they could be a disappointment for them, even though they may have had an incredible season and gone as far as what they have tonight. Anything less than a state championship for Aliquippa, could be seen as a disappointment. And I look at them on the floor and boy, they look strong, athletic, like a state contender would look tonight, Chris.
Well, I mean, I was reading a story in the Post-Gazette by the great Mike White, the dean of high school sports reporters in the state of Pennsylvania. And, he was interviewing a current Pitt player who went to Aliquippa and played both basketball and football there. And the kid was saying one of his biggest regrets is that they didn't get a chance to play for a state title.
Right.
That's that is the level that it's at. And that's where things go when you're Aliquippa. And, Jess, we'll come back here. We'll have some more from this game as we get ready for it. About 8 minutes from the introductions, you are listening to high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. For family chiropractic services, family massage services, and DOT physical services in McKean and surrounding counties, check out York Family Chiropractic Services in Smethport. York Family Chiropractic Services takes pride in providing specific chiropractic adjustments to accommodate all that walk into our office. At York Family Chiropractic, you can also get a soft tissue massage that can be both therapeutic and very relaxing. Call York Family Chiropractic to book an appointment today at 814-568-2083 or book online at yorkfamilychiro.com.
The Otto-Eldred Hometown Days Committee will be holding their annual Cash Bash fundraiser on April 15th at the Eldred Township Fire Hall. Win the grand prize of $2,000 or any of 100 other cash prizes in the lottery-style raffle. Tickets are available now. Find us on Facebook for more information. Music and drinks on us. Come out April 15th to the Hometown Days Cash Bash. Go Terrors!
Are you looking for a great place in the northern tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000.
Fish Fridays, wings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, a great menu every day. That's the Rixford Well Bar and Grill in Rixford, PA. The Rixford Well Bar and Grill is a great place to hang out with family and friends. So come on over today on Looker Mountain Trail in Rixford.
Jim Coast Sales and Service in Duke Center is Western PA in Western New York's #1 destination for Ski-Doo, Can-Am, Simplicity, Coyote Tractors, and Echo Power Equipment. Visit them on the web at jimcoastsales.com. That's JIMCOAST sales.com. Like them on Facebook or call them at 814-817-6565. That's 814-817-6565. That's Jim Coast Sales and Service in Duke Center.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Back here at Tip and Jim, getting ready for this PIAA Class 2A semifinal game between the Otto-Eldred Terrors and the Aliquippa quips, and have to mention Aliquippa went to the 3A state championship game last year. Al, they were Jess. I'm harkening back 2 years.
Coach Al, that's
Coach
it.
Al. They went to the state championship game last year, losing in the state finals in AAA. It's not just Otto-Eldred that's new here, Jess, for District 9. District 9, Otto-Eldred is the first AA team since the PIAA went to AA in 1976 to get to the state semifinal.
That is incredible, Chris. Think about that. Think about what that means for not just their community, but for the district.
And you go back and in the old class A, B, and C, where A was like your largest classification, B was your middle classification, C was your smallest classification. So B would have kind of been like AA.
Right.
You'd have to go back to 1968 when East Brady was in this game.
Right.
And before that, 1952 with Slippery Rock, when Slippery Rock was a member of District 9 and not District 10. And the only other teams, the Kane teams in 48 and 49, that 49 Kane team won a state title.
And that's incredible. You got to go back that far, to look at this level of basketball for District 9, a 2A. You got to go back that far. And, my hat's off to Otto-Eldred for not only just being in this game, but getting this far in the way that they've done it, playing team basketball.
They have really played team basketball. In fact, both of these teams play team basketball. You start looking at the statistics for both of these groups, and they both share the basketball great, Jess. And that should be a lesson to people that want to get to this level, that you've got to have more than maybe one or two people that can score the ball.
Chris, any time that I've ever coached, it didn't matter if it was boys or girls. That's exactly what day one, we'd have to come in and say, you got to have somebody probably in the upper teens, maybe low 20s, gifted basketball player, but you've got to have everybody else scoring probably right around 10, 12, maybe get a 15, something like that. You do that and you will have a very, very successful basketball team. And if you look at both of these teams, that's exactly where they are. Where they have one person that is literally a little bit further out ahead than everybody scoring. But if you look at it, the rest of them are right there. So who are you going to defend? You shut one guy down, another guy is going to step up and score for them. So on either end, whether you're Otto-Eldred or Aliquippa, it's so nice to see very, very balanced basketball. Then, Chris, you look at it and you think that's why they're here.
Yeah, you take a look at Aliquippa, one of their top players, DJ Walker, headed to Ohio University to play Division I football. Quentin Good, Jay Ace, Williams, Cameron Lindsay, DeMarcus Walker. All of those guys have led Aliquippa in scoring at some point during the postseason.
And that is incredible to have. So, like I just said, if you're going to defend this team, how are you going to do it? Because if you focus on just one player, like I just said, 2 or 3 people can step up at any point, Chris, and put the ball, into the hoop, score points, and they can do it inside and out. Not just a good 3-point shooting team, although they are, but they can get out and run. They can fast break, but they can also do a lot of work inside.
Yeah, and the same thing holds true for Otto-Eldred. They have 4 players averaging between 11.1 points a game and 14.7 points a game, led by their sophomore group, Landon Francis, a sophomore, 14.5, Sheen Thomas, a sophomore, 12.4, and Manning Splain, a sophomore, 12.1 points a game. Are they sophomores and maybe just don't know that maybe they're the underdogs here?
Well, and there's honestly, Chris, you look at their youth and you see it in the way that they play. They don't play like sophomores, especially at this point in the season. I mean, you've already played how many postseason games? This is like season in a season. So you look at their youth and everything, and they're like, no, we deserve to be here. We are who we are because of our talent, because of the way we play together in team basketball, and we're going to give it everything we have.
Jess, when we come back, it'll be almost game time. You're you're listening to high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. Team Minard on Main Street in Bradford is here for all your custom apparel needs. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery for t-shirts, polos, hats, totes, sweatshirts, hoodies, and more. Do you need shirts for your club, sports team, event, charity, or workplace? Contact us today to get the best price and quality on all your screen printing and embroidery services.
Just like your team builds upon its success, Closest Lumber Company with locations in Olean, New York and Rowlett, Pennsylvania can help you build the home of your dreams. Closest Lumber, proudly celebrating its 50th anniversary, has everything you need to build and remodel your home, including building materials and supplies, lawn and garden accessories, and more. Stop into one of our locations to get some inspiration and work out the details of your next project. They also have an online showroom you can visit anytime at closeslumber.com. Closest Lumber, your hometown home improvement center since 1973.
The Otto-Eldred Sports Boosters want to wish the Terrors good luck in their game. We are proud of the season you are having and have had, and know the hard work you've put in. Go Terrors! At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers. Hamlin Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
PV Paving and Stamped Concrete specializes in blacktop driveways, parking lots, seal coating, and stamped concrete. PV Paving and Stamped Concrete is your one-stop shop for all your paving and concrete needs. Call today for an estimate at 814-598-8644.
For family chiropractic services, family massage services, and DOT physical services in McKean and surrounding counties, check out York Family Chiropractic Services in Smethport. York Family Chiropractic Services takes pride in providing specific chiropractic adjustments to accommodate all that walk into our office. At York Family Chiropractic, you can also get a soft tissue massage that can be both therapeutic and very relaxing. Call York Family Chiropractic to book an appointment today at 814-568-2083 or book online at yorkfamilychiro.com. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. Back here at Tip and Jim, starting lineups underway. Jess, give us the Otto-Eldred starting five.
Starting five for the Otto-Eldred Terrors. You have number 0, Manning Splain. Austin Cousins, Landon Francis. We got Caldwell, number 4, and Sheen Thomas, number 12.
At guard, number 5, Whitson Good.
So for Aliquippa, we've got DeMarcus Walker, DJ Walker, Quentin Good, Cameron Lindsay, and J.C. Williams.
Coach of the Clips is Nick Lakovich.
So again, that is Manning Splain, Cousins, Francis, Caldwell, and Thomas for Otto-Eldred. DeMarcus Walker, DJ Walker, Good, Lindsay, and Williams for Aliquippa. And we're ready to get underway in this one, Jess. Just last second instructions, and then they'll be out to tip it off as it looks like it's going to be Lindsay for Aliquippa, and Otto-Eldred has not broken, but I'm going to guess it's going to be Caldwell jumping for the Terrors.
I think that's a probably pretty good assumption here, Chris. Looking at Aliquippa, not a ton of size, Chris, but incredibly quick. They move the ball very, very well and play great defense.
Nick Lakovich, the head coach of Aliquippa, and Derek Francis in his first year at Otto-Eldred. Aliquippa wins the tip-off, and with the basketball is Quentin Good. Good over to DeMarcus Walker, back to Good. Good will set up, and Otto looks to be in a zone as they get it inside to Lindsay. Back out to Good. Good quickly inside. Block shot by Thomas. He blocked the shot by J. Ace Williams, and we've got a stoppage of play here. What happened, Jess? My head was turned.
No, the ball went out. It went off of Sheen Thomas. He was battling for the ball. It just went off of his leg.
So it'll be Aliquippa basketball. Remember, Jess, people don't have the option of video here, so got to get them a better description than we're used to doing here as we transition back into my old radio days. With the basketball is Good. Inside now to Lindsay. Lindsay shot up off the glass and in, and it's 2-0 Aliquippa.
There we go with a full court pressure right now, Chris, with Aliquippa in a man press here.
They get the ball into the hands of Francis, who crosses the timeline. He's picked up quickly by Quentin Good. Francis gives it off to Manning Splain. Manning Splain inside to Francis. Francis working on the right side. Francis gives it at the top of the key to Thomas. Now he's going to kick it back out to Manning Splain. Now over to Cousins into the hands of Francis. Francis over to Manning Splain. Manning Splain looking. Finally finds Sheen Thomas. Sheen Thomas will pull it back out and hand it to Landon Francis on the right side. Francis drives on the baseline. Francis will kick it out to Sheen Thomas. Sheen Thomas is cut off nicely there by Williams. He gives it to Manning Splain. Manning Splain's pass is going to go across, and we're going to get an over and back call on Otto-Eldred.
Right now, Chris, I'm thinking that Otto, just looking at the pressure that Aliquippa, I think Otto has a good mismatch inside with Caldwell and with Sheen. I think they're going to look to get the ball inside, Chris.
So with the basketball is Lindsay. He's going to kick it back out to Good, who will run things at the point. Now Good over to DeMarcus Walker, back to Good. Over into the hands of DJ Walker, now to Lindsay. Lindsay in the paint. Layup, no good. Rebound battled for, and Francis and Caldwell were fighting for it. Francis gets the basketball as those were two teammates battling for the rebound.
And they were, Chris. Really nice job defensively there in a 3-2 zone.
And now the ball is picked off by Aliquippa, and Good's on a breakaway. Good lays it up and in.
What's it good?
And now there's a steal by Aliquippa and DJ Walker with the layup.
Right now, Chris, we're looking at a timeout. Coach Francis right now.
So they're going to call a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. And Jess, the pressure seems to really be bothering Otto-Eldred in the early going.
Well, I really thought that they'd come out and handle a little bit better. Come out with a nice press break, to get the ball up the floor quickly and eliminate that in-your-face defensive pressure that Aliquippa is going to have. They're getting the ball. They're thinking that they're going to have time to get the ball in, and they really don't because Aliquippa just smothers them. If they had a nice little press break, Chris, they could get it up, get across, and maybe get a quick score, being down 6-0 right now.
So out of the timeout, it will be Otto-Eldred basketball on an inbounds play. They trail 6-0 with 5:43 officially on the clock. They're looking to get it in, and they're in trouble. They finally do get it into Cousins, who gets it to Francis. Francis will get it across the timeline where he's immediately picked up by Good. Gives it off to Manning Splain. Manning Splain looks things over. Manning Splain gets it to Landon Francis. Francis to Cousins. Cousins, free ball in the air. It's good.
And that's exactly what they got to take advantage of the Whip's aggressive defense. They double a lot, which is going to leave a man open, Chris. Right that time it was Cousins, and he nailed the three.
So right with the ball in the corner, three ball in the air by Walker. No good. Rebound comes all the way out to Good. Good gets it to DJ Walker. He loses the handle. It's on the ground, fighting for it. We're going to get a held ball. And on the possession arrow, it will be Otto-Eldred basketball.
And I tell you what, they're really doing a nice job, Chris. On the defense, they're running a nice 3-2 zone. They're really moving well without the ball, trying to keep the ball on the perimeter.
Just handed the scorebook over to Jess because I realized I was trying to do too much here.
That's all right.
Sorry, Jess. I didn't mean to drop that on you.
We're good.
Across the timeline comes Landon Francis. Francis looking, gives it to Sheen Thomas. Sheen Thomas, and there's going to be a foul here called on Aliquippa, waiting to see the call. That is going to be on,
number
it looks like number 3.
That is Walker.
His first team foul. Number 1.
And now we're going to get another foul on Aliquippa.
You know, I'm looking at their how aggressive Aliquippa is being, and I really think that Otto-Eldred can take advantage of that aggression, taking the ball to the rim, Chris, getting a hit check, hand check, something, and really get Aliquippa kind of playing on their heels.
So with the basketball is Splain. He gives it off to Francis. Into the hands of Francis. Francis dribbling, gives it off to Manning Splain. Now to Austin Cousins by the volleyball attack line. He gives it to Francis, who will set it up on the John Calipari logo. Francis, well, almost had the ball stolen. He's able to get it, gets it to Caldwell. Caldwell gets it back to Cousins. Cousins to Thomas. Thomas gives it back to Cousins. His three-pointer's airballed. Rebound was thrown towards the center of the court by underneath the basket by Francis, but it's taken by Aliquippa. We're Good will bring it up. Good will have the ball knocked out of bounds there by Splain, and we're going to go to a media timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com.
Just like your team builds upon its success, Closest Lumber Company, with locations in Olean, New York, and Rowlett, Pennsylvania, can help you build the home of your dreams. Closest Lumber, proudly celebrating its 50th anniversary, has everything you need to build and remodel your home, including building materials and supplies, lawn and garden accessories, and more. Stop into one of our locations to get some inspiration and work out the details of your next project. They also have an online showroom you can visit anytime at closestlumber.com. Closest Lumber, your hometown home improvement center since 1973. When you have a dumpster rental need, look no further than McCann Trucking. McCann Trucking is located along the Route 6 corridor and can be reached at 814-598-8644. They offer 3 sizes of dumpsters, 30-yard, 15-yard, and a dump trailer that is rated for 5 tons or 17 yards. McCann Trucking in Smethport wants to wish the Hubbers good luck tonight. Like them on Facebook at facebook.com/MCKAN Trucking.
Here at Tip and Jim, and Jess, despite some of the early troubles with the pressure that Aliquippa's given Otto-Eldred, they only trail right now. The Terrors do 6-3.
I tell you what, they're really doing a nice job. Otto-Eldred is on the screen. The guy isn't rolling, and when he rolls, the defense is shifting, and it's leaving a backside low block or backside corner open. I think that Otto can take advantage of that, Chris, as this game goes on.
So DJ Walker with the basketball gets it to DeMarcus. DeMarcus inside to Williams. Williams, turnaround jumper, won't go. Rebound fought for by Lindsay. They're going to call it on the floor. There's a foul. I do believe it's on Otto-Eldred.
I think it's going to be on Francis, Chris, on the rebound. Yep.
So it is on Francis. That's his first, team's first.
Foul number 3, Landon Francis for Otto-Eldred.
So inbounding the ball here will be DJ Walker. Gets it into Lindsay. Lindsay working inside on Caldwell. Lindsay over Caldwell will score.
And I tell you what, right there, Lindsay's just very, very strong, Chris, inside presence. They're going to have to double him inside and out when he gets the basketball.
So with the basketball now is Manning Splain. Manning Splain looks to attack, gets it off to Caldwell, back into the hands of Manning Splain. Now to Thomas throws it around the perimeter to Cousins, back to Thomas, just shy of the volleyball attack line. He gives it to Cousins. They're going to have to run their offense deeper in, Jess. They're running it too far out right now.
They really are. I've said that when I had coached before. Right now, they're with the ball. You're not in a position to attack, Chris, right here.
Francis gives it to Splain. Splain picked up by Good. Good all over Splain.
See, I think they had Thomas right there. He flashed to the low block. They had him. They're not getting him the ball.
Splain, three-pointer in the air. Williams in and out. Rebound goes off of
Aliquippa. I think
it's going to go off of Williams. It goes off of Williams, out of bounds to Otto-Eldred with 2:43 to play here in quarter number 1. 8-3 Aliquippa in the lead. Here's Thomas. Oh, Lindsay, rejection, but it gets back into the hands of Thomas. He'll lay it up and in.
I tell you what, that is persistence right there for Sheen Thomas. He got rejected, didn't do anything, got the rebound, put it right back in.
What a block, though, there by Cameron Lindsay.
I tell you what, Lindsay got up, and he got up in a hurry, Chris.
Here's the Marcus Walker jumper, no good, rebounded by Lindsay. Lindsay dominating this basketball game right now for Aliquippa.
He really is, Chris. He has 6 of the 10 points.
Francis quickly attacking now, guarded by Good. Francis in the lane, looks around, gets it out into the hands of Thomas. Thomas will give it back to Francis about 3 feet in front of that volleyball attack line. Francis will almost walk, gets it to Cousins. Cousins will give it back to Manning Splain. Manning Splain drives the lane, finds Caldwell. Caldwell layup, no good. Again, that was Lindsay creating issues inside. He didn't block it, but he was able to get enough of it. Now the pass goes inside to Williams. Williams gets it back out to Lindsay. Lindsay thought about the three, doesn't take it. Into the hands of DJ Walker now. Back into the hands of DeMarcus Walker. He'll get it to Good on the John Calipari side to the right in front of us here on the court. Attacking now all the way to the rim is DeMarcus Williams for the layup. Walker.
Yeah, DeMarcus Walker, what a first step right there. He blew by. Nobody stepped up in the bottom of that 3-2 defense.
12-5 Aliquippa. Here's Landon Francis. Francis guarded tightly, gets it off to Sheen Thomas. Sheen Thomas with 1:04 to go, walks.
And there it is. That's just a result of the pressure, Chris, right there. Looking at what Otto-Eldred needs to do, and you're exactly right. They need to start their defense their offense a lot deeper into the zone. And really, I think they really have to put Aliquippa on their heels. They got to start driving to the rim, get fouls. Aliquippa is very, very, very aggressive. Get fouls on them, take it to the rim. But right now, they're kind of settling for the pass around the perimeter.
Tikwe Hayes checks in now for Aliquippa. It'll be his first appearance in the basketball game. And now Aliquippa looks like they're, with 43 seconds, they're going to just stand out here and hold for the last shot in the half if Otto-Eldred lets them do so. And now Cousins will come out to meet DeMarcus Walker, who now hands it off to Good, where Francis comes out just to make them pass the ball a little bit. 27 to go here in the quarter.
And I tell you what, Chris, if I'm out there coaching right now, I'm telling Aliquippa, take this time, but then look for Lindsay down low.
Here's Good over to,
there he is.
Lindsay gets it, and now they're going to say he walked. They're going to say Lindsay walked with 8.5. So now checking in is Khalil Good for Otto-Eldred. Checking out is DeMarcus Walker. So now full court press against Otto with 8.5 to go. Francis gets it on the run. Francis double team. Francis triple team now. Gets it to Cousins with 3 seconds. Cousins to Caldwell with 1. Off the glass. It won't go, and the tip back by Thomas is after the horn. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, it's Aliquippa 12, Otto-Eldred 5. We will be back after these messages. You're watching high school or listening to high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, T9 and 10 Sports.com.
Fish Fridays, wings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, a great menu every day. That's the Rixford Well Bar and Grill in Rixford, PA. The Rixford Well Bar and Grill is a great place to hang out with family and friends. So come on over today on Looker Mountain Trail in Rixford.
The Otto-Eldred Hometown Days Committee will be holding their annual Cash Bash fundraiser on April 15th at the Eldred Township Fire Hall. Win the grand prize of $2,000 or any of 100 other cash prizes in the lottery-style raffle. Tickets are available now. Find us on Facebook for more information. Music and drinks on us. Come out April 15th to the Hometown Days Cash Bash. Go Terrors.
Back here at Tippin Gymnasium on the campus of Penn West Clarion University at the end of a quarter of play. It's Aliquippa 12 and Otto-Eldred 5. The good news if you're a Terrace fan, you didn't get blown out of that quarter. The good news if you're an Aliquippa fan, you really controlled the play in that quarter.
You really did. And looking at Otto-Eldred, though, I tell you what, Caldwell has had 2 good shots, Chris, that just didn't fall for him. I think he was looking for the contact more than he was the shot. So if he can get that settled down, that would be right in the game. If he hits both of those, it would be 12-9.
Khalil Good out there along with Quentin Good. Now taking the shot is DJ Walker. No good. Rebound comes out into the hands of Cousins for Otto-Eldred. Also out there is Lindsay and Hayes for the Quips. It's Francis, Thomas, Caldwell, Manning, Splain, and Cousins for Autos. Cousins, with a wild shot up and off the glass. It looked like he might end up traveling. Instead, he's able to throw up the shot, and it goes in.
I tell you what, and it was actually almost blocked out of his hand, and then he threw it up, and it banked in.
It's 12-7 now. Three-pointer on the way there by Quentin Good, no good. Rebounded to Lindsay, though. Lindsay lays it up and in.
Who else but Lindsay? Cameron Lindsay right now. He is really having a game for the Quips, Chris.
With the basketball is Francis. Francis hands it off to Manning Splain, now to Sheen Thomas. Sheen Thomas to Landon Francis. Landon Francis with the score, 14-7 Aliquippa. Into the hands of Cousins. He now gives it at midcourt to Francis, who wants to attack. And he has it almost stolen away there by Khalil Good, but instead it is a layup by Manning Splain. It doesn't go. Now we have a block shot in there by Lindsay on a shot taken by Caldwell. It ends up into the hands of Otto-Eldred, though. Three-pointer in the air by Splain. No good. Rebound, and we're going to get a foul, I do believe, on Aliquippa on Lindsay. First, he looked at the ref like, who, me? But then after he gets the explanation, he sort of agrees with it. Kind of turns to his crowd, though. I think he was just letting the ref know, hey, that's okay, dude. We're all right.
Right. Yeah. I just think that, he's used to that physical play. But he did, Chris. There was a little bit of displacement there. So, it's a good call. It's definitely a foul.
DeMarcus Walker checking back in for the Quips. Otto has not made a substitution yet. Manning's playing with the basketball, gives it off to Sheen Thomas with 6:12 to play here in quarter number 2. 14-7 Aliquippa. With the basketball is Francis. Francis tries to attack, but picked up by Good, who's been all over him. Francis in the lane, turns, finally finds Sheen Thomas. He gets it back to Landon Francis. Landon Francis again attacking, gets it off to Manning Splain, back to Francis. Francis to Splain, now into the hands of Cousins, back to Splain. Splain gives it to Thomas. Sheen Thomas wants to attack. Sheen Thomas is fouled. Sheen Thomas is going to call it on the floor. With 5:39 to play here in quarter number 2. 14-7, Aliquippa in the lead.
And Chris, that's exactly what I was talking about. Looking at Francis and everybody, I understand that they're really being guarded well and getting guarded tightly. However, it's creating fouls for Aliquippa. That's their 14th foul. Keep taking it to the rim. You're going to get the calls. You're going to get them.
Inside here on the inbounds and losing the ball out of bounds is Caldwell. There was a little bit of contact there by Good and Lindsay, but I think they pointed in the wrong direction. They said white, but pointed in the wrong direction there,
right.
Jess.
Yeah, I think that's it. And that's a good call. It was Aliquippa's ball. It went off of the leg of Caldwell.
So into the game for the first time for the Quips is Michael Gaskins, the sophomore, 6-footer. With the ball is Gaskins. He goes inside to Lindsay. Lindsay in the paint, scores again.
And I tell you what, Chris, they're going to have to front him. They can't just get him the basketball and play behind him. He's just too good of a player, too strong inside.
With the basketball is Thomas. He gives it off to Cousins, back to Thomas, now into the hands of Splain. Splain goes back to Thomas. Thomas wearing those pink shoes in honor of his mom, who passed away of breast cancer.
And there it is again, Chris, right there. They were coming down. Francis drove the lane that time and got the foul.
So that foul is on number 12. It's Hayes. It's his second. He'll check out. Checking back in are Williams and Quentin Good for the Quips. 4:55 left here in quarter number 2. 16-7, Aliquippa in the lead. Otto-Eldred inbounding the ball. Francis finally gets it into Cousins. Austin Cousins, the lone senior in the starting lineup, hands it off to Splain. Now back into Cousins' hands. Cousins gives it to Sheen Thomas, the sophomore. With the basketball, it's Sheen Thomas still. Sheen Thomas looking, gives it over to Manning Splain. Manning Splain, dad was the, Matt was the superintendent at Otto-Eldred. Get to that story in a moment. And there's another block shot. I think that was Lindsay again.
It was Lindsay again on that block shot. He is everywhere right now for Aliquippa.
DeMarcus Walker throws it out of bounds.
But I tell you what, I think they had Caldwell on the low block. If Francis can get that ball to him, I think it's 2 points.
So now Max Splain will check in for Otto-Eldred. So Max and Manning Splain's dad, Matt, again, the superintendent at Otto-Eldred, he took a Countersport girls basketball team as the head coach of them back in the early 2000s to a state semifinal game, Jess.
Yes, he did. And you can see just the basketball IQ that each one of those boys has.
Here's Manning Splain, gives it off to his older brother, Max. Max gives it to Landon Francis, also from a coaching family. Mom, Christina, longtime head coach at Port Allegany Girls. Dad, obviously, the head coach at the Otto-Eldred team. Here is Max Splain with the basketball. Max Splain looking around. Max Splain picked up by Good, gives it off to Manning Splain, now into the hands of Cousins. Cousins looking around. Cousins will give it off to Sheen Thomas. Sheen Thomas looks to attack. Sheen Thomas, left-handed runner, Good. So it makes it 16-9. Still just a 7-point game. Otto-Eldred not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere. And I think that they need to attack the inside using Sheen Thomas and Caldwell, Chris.
Quentin Good hands it off to Lindsay. Lindsay gives it to DeMarcus Walker. Now it goes inside to Lindsay. Lindsay, basket, foul. He'll get a chance for an and one after the media timeout. There are 3 minutes and 3 seconds to play here in quarter number 2. That will take us to the media timeout. We'll wait for them to give that official signal before we go, but there it is, and we will be back right after this. You're listening to Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School Basketball on the YDL Sports Network. 3:03 to play, first half. Aliquippa 18, Otto-Eldred 9.
At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers.
Hamlin Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
The next time you have a project that needs done, call Boots Construction at 814-598-8893. Boots Construction is a full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering quality products at competitive pricing. Call 814-598-8893 or send them a message on Facebook at facebook.com/bootsconstruction.com.
Back here at Tip and Jim out of the media timeout. Cameron Lindsay will have a free throw coming. And right now, Jess, he's got 12 of the 18 for Aliquippa, and Otto-Eldred doesn't have an answer for Cameron Lindsay.
They don't. And what they're doing, Chris, they're really moving the ball well. They're getting it down to the corner. And then nobody is fronting Lindsay when he's on the low block ball side. They're getting it in, and then he is able to do whatever. They're on the black line. You know what I mean, Chris?
Oh, they've got him at the wrong foul line.
Yes. Yep. And that's
there's a black line. Derek Francis wanted that to be a violation, but the officials are saying, hey, that's on us.
Yeah, yep.
Now they're going to give Derek Francis a warning. You know what? That's a terrible warning, Jess. I'm not a big fan of that warning because, you know what? You screwed up. You put the guy at the wrong free throw line, and now you're going to get mad at the coach because you screwed up.
And we've seen that several times where the players walk up to the black line. I would have walked over. Had I been refereeing, Chris, I would have walked over to Coach Francis and said, hey, it's our bad. We acknowledge it. That's why we're not, taking anything away from the kid. That was us.
Yeah, Lindsay makes
Instead,
the free throw, but yeah, giving him a warning was just a referee who just didn't understand the situation there. I mean, come on.
See, like right there, Chris, Otto-Eldred had a 5-on-4, and they just didn't attack. I think if they attack the rim, they're going to get Aliquippa into foul trouble.
With the basketball is Austin Cousins, three-pointer in the air. It's too strong. Rebound comes out to DeMarcus Walker. Aliquippa wants to run. Good with it now. Now he'll pull it back into DeMarcus Walker's hands. Great basketball IQ there by the Quips. They realized the run wasn't there. They didn't force it. They pulled it back, set up their offense.
Absolutely. That was a great job.
Here's DeMarcus Walker, three-pointer in the air. It is good.
DeMarcus Walker for three.
And that was real deep, Chris. That was way beyond. That was even beyond the college men's three.
Now we're going to get a foul on Aliquippa. They're going to get good on it here. 22-9 now in favor of Aliquippa. That three-pointer has helped those two, basically three-pointers. So the old school three followed by a three has helped the Quips open up this lead to 13 points.
It really has. And that one, like I said, was a real deep three. It's really the only offense they've had other than Cameron Lindsay. And, you're coming out, but look, you got them in foul trouble. They have 6 fouls. You're going to the line. Keep pressuring them. Take it to the rim if you're Otto-Eldred. Get to the line.
Here's Francis. He'll attack. He's going to kick it out to Cousins. Cousins will take a medium-range jumper. No good. Rebounded by Williams. Williams gets it off to DeMarcus Walker. DeMarcus Walker gives it into the corner now to Gaskins. Back out to DeMarcus Walker. Now to DJ Walker. DJ Walker wants to attack. DJ Walker all the way to the rim. It won't go, but he's fouled, and he'll shoot 2 with 1:35 to play here in the first half.
And that foul, Chris, was on Manning's plane.
That's his second foul.
It is, and that's something that they can't, Otto-Eldred is not deep, Chris. They cannot afford.
DJ Walker at the Tennessee Butterfly free throw line misses the first one. Checking in now is Logan Mahalik for Otto-Eldred as Austin Cousins is the one that takes the seat there. Interesting. I would have thought it would have been Splain, but it's Austin Cousins who takes the seat. Second shot coming up here for DJ Walker. He missed them both, Jess.
I tell you what, and that was an opportunity right there for them to extend their lead. But
Francis gets it to Caldwell. Caldwell had a little trouble catching it. Now he doesn't look comfortable with the basketball. Finally finds Sheen Thomas.
Otto really needs to get Francis involved here.
Thomas gives it to Manning Splain, who gives it now to Francis with 1:14. Francis to Mahalik. Mahalik turns. Finally finds Manning Splain, who now gets Francis. Francis back to Mahalik. Now gets it to Francis. Francis attacks, tries to go inside to Thomas. It's picked off by Williams. There's an outlet to Walker. Walker lays it up and in. That's DJ Walker. 24-9, Aliquippa in the lead. Some point, Otto-Eldred's got to be willing to take it inside, no matter what might happen, Jess.
Well, and I think that they're just intimidated by that quickness.
Here's Francis off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound though, and he will get fouled. I do believe this is going to be a shooting situation for 2. It is.
And I think that that's exactly what Otto-Eldred needs to do. They need to just attack the rim. As much as they may be intimidated, but
Landon Francis hasn't scored in this game yet with 31.4 seconds to go. His team trailing 24-9 here in the first half. His first shot is up. His first shot breaks the ice for him. It's 24-10.
Yep, and I really think that he's quick enough to get to the rim, Chris, and take the contact. I know he's a sophomore, but he can take that contact and score.
Hits the second one now, and it is 24-11. Checking back in is Quentin Gill, but we got a full timeout called by Otto-Eldred. We're going to take it with him. We'll be back Aliquippa 24, Otto-Eldred 11. You're listening to the D9 and 10sports.com on the YDL Sports Network.
At Glen Baker Inc., our drivers are the ones getting us there. And now we want you to get in the driver's seat.
I've had probably more fun at this job than I've had in a long, long time.
Here, we build teams, bonds, relationships, building futures on a foundation that has made us who we are. An award-winning, family-owned and operated business. We care for our team like family so they can take care of their own.
It's just something that you can't hardly pass up.
At GOH, let us focus on you so you can focus on the road. Apply today.
PV Paving and Stamped Concrete specializes in blacktop driveways, parking lots, seal coating, and stamped concrete. PV Paving and Stamped Concrete is your one-stop shop for all your paving and concrete needs. Call today for an estimate at 814-598-8644.
Back here after that timeout, 31.4 seconds to go. What would Coach Francis be telling his team in a timeout after those free throws?
I knew he was going to come out in a three-quarter court press right here, try to get a steal and a layup, get his team.
Quickly, though, across is Aliquippa. DJ Walker into Lindsay. Lindsay lays it up and in.
And that's the one thing you can't have happen in get beat that quickly in your trap, and then it ends up with a layup with Lindsay on the other side.
26-11, the Quips. Here's Manning Splain. Manning Splain gives it off to Mahalik. Mahalik's going to attack. Mahalik all the way to the rim, the smallest kid on the court, and he does what the big boys wouldn't do.
And that's exactly what Otto-Eldred has to do, Chris.
Now quickly, here's a three-pointer in the air at the horn by Walker. DJ Walker hits it at the horn, and they'll go to the half with Aliquippa leading 29-13. There's some argument, but that ball made it in time.
Oh, it absolutely made it in time. He left it go, Chris, well before the buzzer, well before all the red lights behind the hoops. He left it go. It went in, and then the lights came on. So that was a great shot. I tell you what, though, I really was excited the way that who was that?
Logan Mahalik took it to the hoop.
Took it to the hoop, and that's exactly what they need to do in the second half if they have any chance of coming back in this game.
No question. Jess, we're going to thank some of our sponsors. We'll be back after these messages.
The Otto-Eldred Sports Boosters want to wish the Terrors good luck in their game. We are proud of the season you are having and have had, and know the hard work you've put in. Go Terrors!
When you have a dumpster rental need, look no further than McCann Trucking. McCann Trucking is located along the Route 6 corridor and can be reached at 814-598-8644. They offer three sizes of dumpsters, 30-yard, 15-yard, and a dump trailer that is rated for 5 tons or 17 yards. McCann Trucking in Smethport wants to wish the Hubbers good luck tonight. Like them on Facebook at facebook.com/MCKAN Trucking.
Here at Holbaker, I'm an operator. I get to run all different kinds of equipment.
I came into this role not knowing anything about being a roller operator. Everybody here has been tremendously helpful.
I was looking at quite a few different jobs. This one had really good benefits, good vacation, room to grow, and that's what made me decide to work here at Holbaker.
It's a family business, and it makes you proud to be here every day.
Just being here 28 years means a lot. That means they think a lot of you.
The opportunities here are endless. That's what makes me proud to work here.
The next time you have a project that needs done, call Boots Construction at 814-598-8893. Boots Construction is a full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering quality products at competitive pricing. Call 814-598-8893 or send them a message on Facebook at facebook.com/bootsconstruction.com.
Mark Southard at Love Toyota in Bradford says TERRORS. Terrors. 814-598-9494.
Back here at halftime, where Aliquippa leads by 16, 29-13. The three-pointer by DJ Walker at the horn, giving the Quips the 13-point lead. And Jess, do we have statistics here for both of these teams?
I tell you what, I'm just looking at the Aliquippa right now, Chris, and Cameron Lindsay. You got to have an answer for him. He has 15 of the 29 points for the Aliquippa Quips. He's doing all the work inside. He's defensively, I don't know how many block shots, 2 or 3, at least that many rebounds. He's really, really doing a nice job for Aliquippa. But we're looking at DeMarcus Walker. He's got 5. We're looking at DJ Walker. He's got 7. And we're looking at Good with 2. Those are the others for the Aliquippa Quips. And then Logan Mahalik, smallest kid on the court. We saw him take it in right in against the big boys, right in against the trees. He has 2. Austin Cousins has 5. He had that early 3-pointer. Francis, only the 2 shots from the foul line, Chris. And then Sheen Thomas has 4 points, and that rounds it out for Otto-Eldred.
Jess, we've got some more sponsors to thank. When we get back, we'll take a look at what these teams both need to do in the second half. For family chiropractic services, family massage services, and DOT physical services in McKean and surrounding counties, check out York Family Chiropractic Services in Smethport. York Family Chiropractic Services takes pride in providing specific chiropractic adjustments to accommodate all that walk into our office. At York Family Chiropractic, you can also get a soft tissue massage that can be both therapeutic and very relaxing. Call York Family Chiropractic to book an appointment today at 814-568-2083 or book online at yorkfamilychiro.com.
The Otto-Eldred Hometown Days Committee will be holding their annual Cash Bash fundraiser on April 15th at the Eldred Township Fire Hall. Win the grand prize of $2,000 or any of 100 other cash prizes in the lottery-style raffle. Tickets are available now. Find us on Facebook for more information. Music and drinks on us. Come out April 15th to the Hometown Days Cash Bash. Go Terrors.
Are you looking for a great place in the northern tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000.
Fish Fridays, wings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, a great menu every day. That's the Rixford Well Bar and Grill in Rixford, PA. The Rixford Well Bar and Grill is a great place to hang out with family and friends. So come on over today on Looker Mountain Trail in Rixford.
Jim Coast Sales and Service in Duke Center is Western PA in Western New York's #1 destination for Ski-Doo, Can-Am, Simplicity, Coyote Tractors, and Echo Power Equipment. Visit them on the web at jimcoastsales.com. That's JIMCOAST sales.com. Like them on Facebook or call them at 814-817-6565. That's 814-817-6565. That's Jim Coast Sales and Service in Duke Center.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
Back here at Tip and Jim at the half, where it's 29-13 Aliquippa. Jess, what do these two teams have to do here on our Potter County Campground adjustments to move forward in the second half?
I tell you what, right now, if I am Otto-Eldred, we talked about it early, Chris. They really have to start attacking the rim. I know they're a little bit off guard by the pressure defense, but that also is a double-edged sword because it could get Aliquippa into foul trouble. Right now, Hayes and Walker, 2 fouls each. I would go right at them. Go right at Lindsay, try to get him into foul trouble. But on the defensive end, if you're Otto-Eldred, they're running the 3-2 nice, but when Aliquippa gets it into the right corner, they are not fronting Cameron Lindsay. He's able to get the basketball, and then he can do what he wants with it. And again, he has half of their points right now for the Aliquippa Quips. So what they could do, Chris, is they could have Landon Francis, who's on top of the 3-2, drop all the way down to front him. Then they'd have 2 players and make Aliquippa beat you from the outside.
Jess, we're going to step aside one last time. Thanks to more of our sponsors. Really great group of people up in Duke Center, PA, who've jumped on board here on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com, to sponsor Otto-Eldred throughout the playoffs. We're happy that we've been able to do a lot of your games and make sure that you stop into all of these businesses, folks, and thank them, because without them, we wouldn't be able to do it. It is at the half, 29-13 Aliquippa. You're listening to high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com.
Team Minard on Main Street in Bradford is here for all your custom apparel needs. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery for t-shirts, polos, hats, totes, sweatshirts, hoodies, and more. Do you need shirts for your club, sports team, event, charity, or workplace? Contact us today to get the best price and quality on all your screen printing and embroidery services.
Just like your team builds upon its success, Closest Lumber Company with locations in Olean, New York and Rowlett, Pennsylvania can help you build the home of your dreams. Closest Lumber, proudly celebrating its 50th anniversary, has everything you need to build and remodel your home, including building materials and supplies, lawn and garden accessories, and more. Stop into one of our locations to get some inspiration and work out the details of your next project. They also have an online showroom you can visit anytime at closeslumber.com. Closest Lumber, your hometown home improvement center since 1973.
The Otto-Eldred Sports Boosters want to wish the Terrors good luck in their game. We are proud of the season you are having and have had, and know the hard work you've put in. Go Terrors! At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers.
Hamlin Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
PV Paving and Stamped Concrete specializes in blacktop driveways, parking lots, seal coating, and stamped concrete. PV Paving and Stamped Concrete is your one-stop shop for all your paving and concrete needs. Call today for an estimate at 814-598-8644.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest and the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Back here at Tip and Jim, ready for the start of the second half. It'll be Otto-Eldred basketball on the Pizza Hut possession arrow.
Tell you what, Chris, looking at what they have on the floor, I'd go right into Sheen and right into Caldwell right away if I was Otto-Eldred.
Starting five of Manning, Splain, Cousins, Francis, Thomas, and Caldwell out there for Otto-Eldred. Quentin Good, Williams, DeMarcus Walker, DJ Walker, and here's a steal by DJ Walker. DJ Walker running all the way. DJ Walker layup no good. Williams, though, is there to clean up the mess and lay it up and in. And now we're getting a foul called on,
I think that was on Walker.
Aliquippa. I think it is on DeMarcus Walker.
And if it is on...
It is on DeMarcus Walker. It's his second. Caldwell immediately being taken out here by Francis and bringing in, look at, I think it's Schoenfeld. Yeah, he did. He brought in Davey Schoenfeld in for the first time. And and there's an interception of a pass by Lindsey. He lays it up and in. And if I'm Derek Francis, I'm calling timeout right now. And instead, he just kind of waves out there. Right. But I mean, why give up? Why give up right there? Like, you've had two bad turnovers right away, right out of the halftime break. You need a timeout.
Yeah, it's not the way that Otto-Eldred wanted to start this second half. That's for sure.
Here's Austin Cousins with it, gives it off to Sheen Thomas. You almost get the feeling like he told them something in the locker room and they're not following what he told them. And he's just like, okay, guys, you want to play it your way and lose by 30.
Yeah, I was going to say they need to attack the middle.
And Splain tries. He has the ball knocked loose, gets it back to Francis. Francis, three-pointer in the air, no good. Rebounded by Lindsey. Lindsey will give it off to DJ Walker. DJ Walker looks quickly ahead to Williams. Williams is going to get pushed out of bounds. So they're going to get the foul here on Otto-Eldred.
On Schoenfeld? I believe that's who that was on.
That's over 14 for Otto. Davey Schoenfeld.
Schoenfeld with the foul. Here's Williams again, lays it up, and it's a 6-0 run right out of the break. And ever since that Mahalik layup. It is a 9-0 run for Aliquippa. They now lead 35-13. This is the last thing that could have happened to Otto-Eldred coming out of halftime.
And I tell you what, right now they're going to a full court press.
And now quickly ahead to Sheen Thomas. Sheen Thomas with the almost dunk layup.
With the almost dunk, and that's what they got to do. They got to look to get it to the middle of the court, Chris, and then get it deep to Sheen or to Caldwell, but Caldwell's not in right now, so get it to Sheen Thomas.
Caldwell getting ready to check back in. Here's Quentin Good, gets it off to DeMarcus Walker. Walker passes it into Lindsay. Lindsay reverse, no good. Rebounded by Thomas, chance to run. He didn't see Sheenfeld ahead. Instead, he hands it off to Manning. Explained it out, goes back to Thomas. Thomas, oh, he attacks. He scores. He's fouled. He'll go to the Tennessee Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a one chance for a three-point play.
I tell you what, and right now, Sheen Thomas is starting to say, guys, let's go. He took that ball to the rim. You should have seen the look on his face, folks. It was incredible. He was not going to be denied.
30-second timeout called by Aliquippa. We'll take it with him. You're watching or listening to the high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network. 35-17, Aliquippa.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here with 5:44 to go, third quarter. Sheen Thomas at the line to complete an old school three-point play. And Sheen Thomas, somewhere after it became 35-13, Aliquippa decided, hey, guys, somebody's got to stand up and lead, and this sophomore is doing that right now.
I tell you what, Sheen Thomas, I said it before, he had a look when he got that ball. He was going right to the rim. He was not going to be denied, and he wasn't. Got a chance now for the old school three-point play, Chris.
Thomas's free throw is up. Nothing but net. 35-18, back within 17. And now Otto-Eldred showing a little bit of token pressure, but Aliquippa gets it across. Good goes into Lindsay. Again, they just leave Lindsay wide open. I don't know what the defensive strategy right now is on him, Jess, but whatever it is, it has to change because he was wide open. And did they call a foul on? Oh, my God, they called a foul on that.
Who'd they call foul on?
They called it on Austin Cousins. Jess, did you like?
I didn't even hear the whistle. I didn't see a foul at all.
Wow.
Okay.
So Lindsay will chance for an old school three-point play out of nowhere. His shot is up, no good. Rebounded, though, into the hands of DJ Walker.
Yep.
I have no idea where that foul was. Inside to Williams. He now kicks it out to DJ Walker. Thought about the three, instead gets it to Good. Good will take the three-pointer from the top of the key. He hits it, and it's a 5-point play because of that foul call. 40-18 now.
They need to be looking inside. Get Sheen Thomas. Get him away from the three-point line. I know he can shoot them, but get him inside. He's doing work inside. Get him the basketball.
5:02 to go here. Still trying to figure out what that foul was, Jess.
I couldn't believe it. I saw the referee coming out, calling it. I never saw it.
Here's Francis. Francis, jumper in the lane. Won't go. Rebounded by Good. And then Francis tries to knock it out from behind, but Good just pulls away from him. Gets it to DeMarcus Walker. DeMarcus Walker throws up a shot. No good.
A chance for
they have numbers. It's 3-on-2. Splain attacks all the way to the rim. It won't go. Thomas won't get it to go on the putback, but he is fouled, and he will shoot a pair. As right now, not only are they getting beat on the one end, they can't get a shot to fall on the other.
They can't, but I tell you what, I cannot say enough about Sheen Thomas right now. He is really trying to put the team on his back.
So Sheen Thomas to shoot two. First shot is up. First shot is good. And now checking in for the first time for Aliquippa is DeMar Freeman. Freeman, the 6'3" senior for the Quips.
He was in for Lindsay, who picked up his second foul.
Second shot up by Thomas. Second shot is nothing but net. He's 3 for 3 from the Tennessee Builder Supply free throw line, and it's back to a 20-point game at 40-20. With the basketball is DJ Walker. Gets it off to Good. That's Quentin Good. Quentin Good gives it back to DJ Walker. He'll give it back to Good. Really impressed with the ability of Aliquippa to slow the game down, speed it up whenever they want to.
I tell you what, they really can. And right now, they are not in a hurry to score.
And they shouldn't be. They're up 20. Here's a three-pointer by DeMarcus Walker. It's nothing but net. It rattled in a little bit. I guess there was a little bit more than nothing, but it was pretty clean.
It was
43-20.
And that was right after Otto-Eldred went for the steal. They didn't get it, and they just get hit with a three right in the face.
Caldwell turned around, loses it out of bounds. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen, and there's nothing to make us think it would. I remember a game in the old Tippin Gym. As we're going to the media timeout, I'll tell that story when we get back. You are listening to high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network. 3:55 to go, third quarter. Aliquippa 43-20 over Otto-Eldred.
Here at Holbaker, I'm an operator. I get to run all different kinds of equipment.
I came into this role not knowing anything about being a roller operator. Everybody here has been tremendously helpful.
I was looking at quite a few different jobs. This one had really good benefits, good vacation, room to grow, and that's what made me decide to work here at Holbaker.
It's a family business, and it makes you proud to be here every day.
Just being here 28 years means a lot. That means they think a lot of you.
The opportunities here are endless. That's what makes me proud to work here.
Mark Southard at Love Toyota in Bradford says, TERRORS, TERRORS, 814-598-9494.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here out of the media timeout, it'll be Otto-Eldred. No, it'll be Aliquippa basketball. That's right. It was after an out-of-bounds call. Right. No, what I was about to say, just before we went to break there, was there was a game in 2007 in the state semifinals between DuBois Central Catholic and and Kennedy Catholic, and Kennedy was leading by 18 in the second half, and 3.5 minutes later, it was a DuBois Central Catholic lead. They ended up winning the game on a last-second shot to go to the state championship in Class 1A.
And it started with their defense, you said.
It did. It was a full-court press, and they turned things around as well as anything. It was right down there. People can't see where I'm pointing right now, but right on the side where Aliquippa is shooting, where DCC hit the shot turnaround in the old Tippin Gym. Here's DJ Walker attacking the rim. Sheen Thomas blocks it, and now we've got a ball. What is the call? They're going to say it went off of it went off of Aliquippa. Now DJ Walker's hurt. I didn't see what happened to him, but he's grabbing his midsection. He's going to have to be helped off, and he's in some considerable pain right now as he sits down on the floor in front of the basket for Aliquippa. The Quips are going to check in. I think they 13. Yeah, they checked in Gaskins. Michael Gaskins back in the game. Thomas with the basketball, hands it off to Splain. Gives it off to Austin Cousins. Austin Cousins gives it to Landon Francis. Francis picks up his dribble, gives it to Thomas. Thomas gets fouled, nothing called. I don't know why that wouldn't have been a foul. And now the ball is stolen there by Williams. Williams ahead. There's a layup on the other end by Freeman. And it's 45-20. And now the Quips looking to put the mercy rule in. They do win their playoff games by an average of 27 points a game.
I tell you what, Chris, I don't know what they were looking at as far as a foul goes, but there was all kind of contact here when Sheen Thomas went for the ball. I don't know how the whistle wasn't blown, but,
Three-pointer by Francis, rattles in and out. Sheen Thomas knocks the rebound. It goes into the hands of Quentin Good. Brings it across the timeline, loses the handle. It's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be Otto-Eldred basketball with 2:06 to play here in quarter number 3. 25-point Aliquippa lead, 45-20.
I tell you what I really like to see right now is Landon Francis is really stepping up his game physically. He sees what they're able to get away with when he's handling the ball. So he's doing it right back to Quentin Good, and I don't think Quentin Good was very happy about that.
DJ Walker, good news for Quip fans. DJ Walker checks back into the game. So whatever was ailing him didn't ail him very long. Just thinks he may have gotten hit where it doesn't feel so good for a guy.
Yeah, he was rolling around kind of, holding that area. So
now checking back in for Aliquippa is Hayes, as Williams will check out as the ball was lost out of bounds by Otto-Eldred. So Terra's not helping themselves at the turnovers.
No, they're not. And really, Aliquippa is just really, really quick defensively. They trap fast. And it's really just given Otto-Eldred so many fits.
Good with the basketball. Good will get it over to DJ Walker. Again, they're willing to play catch out around center court, kill some clock. Oh, what a pass there to Gaskins, but Gaskins decides he doesn't have a move, so he's going to just back it out. That's what I talk about, such smart basketball by Aliquippa right now.
IQ, Chris. That's basketball IQ right there.
Francis knocks it loose from Good, but he gets it back. Now he gets it over to Gaskins. Into the corner to DJ Walker. Now it goes back out to Good. Very well coached Aliquippa team, you can tell.
And they're very disciplined, Chris. Look at them. They're not settling. They're really just able to sit back.
Good, gets it to Gaskins. Gaskins three-pointer. They work the ball, and then Gaskins just hit that three. And it's 48-20, and it's just 2 points from the mercy roll. And here it's going to come as Gaskins with the steal and the layup, and this game is in the mercy roll at 50-20 with 53 seconds to go in quarter number 3.
Yeah, this is not the way that Otto-Eldred wanted the third quarter to.
Now, if you're Aliquippa, do you really need to be pressing still at this point up 30 in the mercy roll in?
No, I really think that
Cousins will take a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Gaskins.
I think, Chris, what they were looking at is they were probably went in at halftime and said,
alley-oop, but not able to complete it on the other end is Hayes, and the ball ends up back in Hayes' hands, and he lays it up and in, and they're doing whatever they want to do right now.
They really are, and what I was saying, Chris, before that was I think that Aliquippa was going to press the whole third quarter no matter what, and I think that's probably what will happen. They'll probably pull it off at the end of the third, start of the fourth quarter.
Splain attacks. Splain gives it off to Caldwell. Caldwell is going to be fouled. He will go to the free throw line. Why the clock is still running now? Clock shouldn't run there. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. That clock shouldn't have been running, and the clock shouldn't be at 0. On the foul, the clock should stop.
2 seconds left.
No, they're saying 2 shots, but they're saying no time left. So Caldwell's going to go to the free throw line with no time on the clock. But on a shooting foul situation, shouldn't the clock stop there, Jess?
I would think it does. Absolutely.
And not that it makes any real difference, but Caldwell misses the first free throw. He'll get a second one. And that will bring an end to the third quarter after this free throw here. Caldwell's shot is up. Caldwell's shot is no good. He misses them both. And we will go to the fourth quarter with the mercy roll in. Aliquippa 52, Otto-Eldred 20. We'll be back after these messages.
Team Minard on Main Street in Bradford is here for all your custom apparel needs. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery for t-shirts, polos, hats, totes, sweatshirts, hoodies, and more. Do you need shirts for your club, sports team, event, charity, or workplace? Contact us today to get the best price and quality on all your screen printing and embroidery services. The Otto-Eldred Sports Boosters want to wish the Terrors good luck in their game. We are proud of the season you are having and have had, and know the hard work you've put in. Go Terrors!
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here as we get ready for the fourth quarter, 52-20, Aliquippa. The game is in the mercy roll as the Quips outscore Otto-Eldred 23-7 in that third quarter.
I tell you what, you really couldn't have a quarter go as bad as what it did. Turnovers, getting out rebounded, and then Aliquippa just playing out front, playing, having to catch, and then hitting wide open threes, Chris. It just couldn't have gone any worse for Otto-Eldred in that third quarter.
So it'll be Aliquippa ball on the Pizza Hut possession arrow to start quarter number 4. Nobody out pizza the Hut, pizzahut.com. Quentin Good out there with Hayes, DJ Walker, Gaskins, and we got a foul coming up here on Otto-Eldred as the other player out there is DeMar Freeman. So we're going to call a touch foul now. I mean, with the clock running and everything else. And They tell me not to criticize, but come on, Jazz. Please.
This has been a very physical game.
And now here's a steal by Otto-Eldred.
Right. To call that foul, I don't see it.
Well, especially now. Just let the clock. I mean, the clock's going to roll. And, almost a steal by Aliquippa. Then a three-pointer on the other end by Splain, who finally gets a shot to fall for him, and it is 52-23. So Manning Splain keeps fighting through, gets one to fall. Now, Francis rides good the whole way to the hoop, and then Freeman tries to lay it up, doesn't go. There will be a foul here on Otto-Eldred, and it'll send Freeman to the free throw line. It's on Mahalik, as the clock will stop with 6:53 to go for Freeman's free throws.
You know, and that's what I didn't understand, Chris. You know, you had Francis riding him the whole way up, and then, you know, you got the smallest guy in the court fouling.
Checking back in is Williams for Aliquippa.
But I tell you what, you know, I'm looking at the game right now, and Manning Splain, that was his first points of the game. Caldwell still has yet to score, and Francis has 2.
Freeman had just hit the free throw, got a second one here, 53-23, back to a 30-point game. The mercy rule doesn't go away even if it gets it under 30. And now we're going to get a foul going the other way. And now all of a sudden we got all kinds of fouls being called.
I think that one's on Williams. Yep.
So they called on Williams as Lindsay will check back in.
Jace Williams, his first.
See, now here this surprises me, Chris. You're still going with your full court pressure, and it's the mercy rule. I don't understand it.
That gives Otto a chance to practice it. I mean, if you want to get to the top level next year, you're going to have to learn how to handle it, right? Like at some point. Over here is Max Splain. Max Splain with the three-pointer. Yes, that's not Manning. That's Max that just nailed one.
And I tell you what, Chris, that was a great job. And that's a great point that you just made. You know, they've got to be able to handle that pressure.
Yeah, you know, it's you may as well face it because, you know, let's be honest. You're not facing that kind of athleticism, that kind of pressure in the North Tier League next year in the regular season.
No, and even throughout the district, I don't think you're facing that kind of quickness, that kind of physicality. That
no,
pressure.
I mean, you know, the other thing if you're Otto-Eldred is you've got to go out and you've got to schedule a couple of non-conference games, whether it's in New York State, whether it's down in the Whippy or over in District 10 as now Landon Francis walks. But you're going to have to beef up your schedule. You've got a bunch of sophomores. You've got a chance to be back here next year, but you've got to be able to see this quality of basketball before you get to this point.
Well, and that's people will really have to take into consideration when you do that. You may lose. Great, but you're getting better as a basketball team because your eye is on the prize, not the District 9 prize. Your eye is on the state title.
With the basketball, DJ Walker gives it off to Williams. Goes inside to Williams. Block shot there. Was that Max Splain that came over or Thomas?
No, that was Sheen Thomas.
So Otto-Eldred basketball as Francis takes it across the timeline.
They're just around the perimeter, Chris. Look how wide open the inside is right now.
Man, the Otto fans are complaining about the officiating, and I don't know if I like that right now here. It's really not here nor there. Here's Lindsay at the other end. Lindsay is going to get fouled.
Was that on Mahalik?
Not sure as the clock continues to run here. Is they're going to get 2 shots for Lindsay. It's going to be on Mahalik as now DeMarcus Walker steps back in.
Oh, he wasn't shooting? I thought he was shooting, Chris.
I did too. I have no idea, Jess. I'm confused. Inside to Lindsay, back out to Walker. With the basketball is Good. Good gets it off to Walker. DeMarcus Walker inside. Now it gets back out to Lindsay. Lindsay gives it to DJ Walker. DJ Walker looks around. DJ Walker dribbling it. He's picked up out there. He'll give it off to Good now. Good will dribble it back out towards center court. Now he'll turn and go towards the basket. Now he'll turn and go back out. So Quentin Good putting on a dribbling thing, and now we're going to get a foul on Otto-Eldred. Going to be another touch foul
And that
here.
was on Francis that time.
We're going to go to immediate timeout with 3:20 to go. We'll take it with them. You're listening to high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network. Aliquippa 53, Otto-Eldred 26, 3:20 to play.
Jim Coast Sales and Service in Duke Center is Western PA and Western New York's #1 destination for Ski-Doo, Can-Am, Simplicity, Coyote tractors, and Echo Power equipment. Visit them on the web at jimcoastsales.com. That's JIMCOAST sales.com. Like them on Facebook or call them at 814-817-6565. That's 814-817-6565. That's Jim Coast Sales and Service in Duke Center.
Are you looking for a great place in the northern tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000.
Back here at Tippin' Jim after the media timeout. 3:20 to play in Otto-Eldred season. You know, Jess, they're not going to win this game, but that doesn't take away from what has been a fantastic season for the Terrors.
It really doesn't take anything away from what they've done this year.
What happened right now?
Number 2, DeMarcus Walker was just literally physically had his arm on Mahalik and was pushing him out of the way.
So inbounds it to Good.
And that's what I hope I don't see here in the next 3 minutes.
Yeah, there's no reason for it to get chippy at this
not
point.
At this point, no.
I mean, game's well in hand for Aliquippa, and I mean that goes for both teams.
I was just going to say that, Chris. For both teams, no need to get chippy, no need to do anything like that.
Here's a shot by DeMarcus Walker, no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds to Otto-Eldred.
That was
and now they're going to bring in Naquan Crowder coming in. Also
full substitution here, Chris, for Aliquippa.
Also coming in is Freeman back in, as is Hayes. New in there is Assad Hassan. And also back in is Khalil Good. So they've decided to go with their second string here. We'll see if Coach Francis goes. And now we're going to get a walk called on Sheen Thomas. And now checking in.
Whoa, what happened?
The referee just did a
Pete Rose
gainer. Yeah. The Aliquippa bench is laughing. The referee was running down the sideline and must have slipped. He's okay, folks.
Yes,
he's okay.
He's okay.
He's laughing. The Quips are laughing.
Yeah, they're all saying he's safe because he went in Pete Rose head first.
He did. Is Aliquippa with the basketball. They get it to Freeman now. Freeman gets it over to Hayes. It's where you kind of wish you had the video on it. That's one of those where if it was like a professional venue, they'd be showing that forever.
That would be.
Now we're getting a walk called on Aliquippa, but they'll be showing that forever on the low light.
That would be on the jumbotron.
Maybe on the bloopers. And
absolutely.
We're going to get a timeout called here with 1:14 to go, and now a whole new slew of guys coming in for
Otto-Eldred.
Can't even read my writing on the one of them. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm sorry, Jess. I apologize there.
Who do we have? Number 11, Hunter.
App. Hunter App's into the game.
Yep.
14, Sheenfeld.
33.
Who's 40? I'll get 33 for you in a second. 33 lays it up and in. Of course, he scores, and I don't have his name handy. Isaiah Dennis.
Yes.
Dennis.
Isaiah, yep.
With the basket there. 28 points now for Otto-Eldred. Three-pointer on the way. It's good. That was Khalil Good. 28-56, 20 seconds to go. 56-28. There's Bensick again. He's going to give it out to App, and it's going to hit Francis and go out of bounds with 10 seconds left as the clock is going to wrap down, and that's going to do it for Otto-Eldred's season. Aliquippa is headed to the state championship game with a 56 28 victory. But again, Jess, nothing to hang your heads about if you're Otto-Eldred.
Oh my goodness, no, the run that they had. I tell you what, all good things got to come to an end sometime, Chris. And what they have done, they can never hang their heads. They can look back. They can only get better from this point.
So, Jess, that'll do it for us here from Tip and Jim. Final score, Aliquippa 56, Otto-Eldred 28. The Quips headed to the state championship game. That'll be Friday at 2 o'clock in Hershey. Andy Close and I will be there, not doing any broadcasting, but we'll be there for the noon game on Thursday as Kennedy Catholic takes on Homer Center. How about that? Kennedy Catholic, Homer Center, they both got to go to Hershey to play a state championship
Isn't
game.
that crazy?
It's nuts, Jess, but that'll do it here. Once again, final score, Aliquippa 56, Otto-Eldred 28. For Jess Quinn, this is Chris Rossetti saying good night and thank you for another great District 9, District 10 basketball season. It'll be baseball and softball broadcast coming up maybe as soon as this Friday if the weather holds.
I tell you what, that's incredible. It's really nice out there today, so hopefully the weather holds, and that'll be the first broadcast of the year.
Thanks, Jess, for everything this basketball season.
It has, Chris, it's been a lot of fun, kept me in the gym. I really enjoy it. I saw a good basketball team all year long in Otto-Eldred. We saw a lot of great basketball this year, Chris, and I can't thank you enough.
That'll do it, folks. Once again, final score, Aliquippa 56, Otto-Eldred 28.